You can have my flashlight.
One person said, well, now it's my husband's full name.
I don't know where it is.
Which, after 5 years of marriage, I finally changed from OK Cupid Guy number 3. Well, Kurt,
well, if it's worth $25,000, like some of them said.
The Beanie Baby you have is worth $300.
People throw shit in the Goodwill. That's where Patty finds most of this shit. And their husbands die, and they just donate everything. They don't know that there might be something in there with some fucking money. You just never know. You never know what you have till it's gone.
Guilty. Thanks for bringing that up.
Where's that motherfucker knife? I'll get this fucker.
Green bag of spicy chicken McNuggets and mighty hot sauce. Because there's never been a better time to breathe heavily and lick your fingers.
I hate.
All right, more rain today. Once again, pretty much repeating yesterday. High today around 44.
Never mind. I guess it's not important. Neither is the gold or the other fucking shit I have in here. Never mind.
Another long set of non-stop music on the way next.
It's all tarnished. It's real fucking silver. It's got those 949 or whatever numbers inside. There's a serial number that's so fucking small. Unfortunately, Patty and I have really bad eyes. I need to get a magnifying glass and I'll figure it out for myself. I hope this fucker's worth money. I tried to get you motherfuckers to pay attention to me when I found that iPhone and nobody would respond.
You did. I took it down to the kiosk.
I sold it for $20 to Bubbles. Turned out she'd been robbed. Every time she tried to save up for her new iPhone, somebody would steal the money from her. That bitch was crying her head off. She'll never forget me for that. $20 for a brand new fucking iPhone. Because nobody will answer me.
Visit findyourfacewa.org and keep up the masking and physical distancing.
Playing your game when I'm showing you shit that could cost me worth money. That's what I'm trying to teach you. Here, let me just get you some dope so you can fucking leave. I need you to write a list of some things that you could think of that really are something that you wish you had or that you're out of.
It's a black shark.
I'm talking from the dollar store. Because those bitches won't snitch on me like that.
Neither would a Rite Aid bitch.
Ain't going to Rite Aid. You know you there. Chris that long-haired bitch. She knows my last name. Thank God David's fucking cool, man. Those fucking cops, when I had that 50 you gave me, and that counterfeit. That's why I took a picture of your wallet with that 100. Because I knew you knew it was counterfeit.
I didn't.
I didn't. And I can die in my grave knowing I'm telling the truth. Carlos, that queer fucking Spanish dude that worked at the Jacksons. I'm keeping this.
No, he wanted to take me to Aquaman.
I said, I'm giving you $50. He says, well, I'm not going to call the police. I said, go right up fucking ahead. So then all the police showed up, and of course I knew them because Spanish bit my ear off a few months before. They were all in my house.
I can't believe that.
And they're ready to call that helicopter because there's so much blood, but I guess your ear bleeds.
She wouldn't spit it out.
But yeah, your ear bleeds hell, and so there's blood everywhere. But it was just my ear. So then they said, no, we don't need you.
They Mike Tyson her.
Then all of a sudden, Officer Woods comes to the hospital. I said, hi, who are you?
My dad bites the Rottweiler back.
Took me in the privates. They just wanted to check me
Oh,
out.
bitch.
I'm like, really? Stan had never been in trouble with a lot, and all of a sudden, 5 years you can't see your mother. Don't you think that might have been a little hard on her and me, and, you know?
It was hard on me when I...
You weren't even living there.
I know, and there's good reason for that.
Because I didn't have the internet. Or
when you could have afforded
a server set up with 4 guys who hate women, who all want all the women want is child support. The motherfucking money hungry bitches. Diapers are $10 and they last you like 4 days for kids.
Taylor would have got a huge sack of shit if I would have had to pay that 4 years per child.
What was their names? That fucking piece of shit. Brian, and then Aaron didn't talk too much shit. And then the guy that lived in the kitchen.
Well, when she held you for ransom because
They're
you're
like, oh, they just want money. Yeah, that's why we had kids, motherfucker. We just want money. Diapers and formula are $40 a week, and you're paying me $12 a week. I'm balling, nigga.
you were balling.
That's fucking bullshit. Give me your fucking pipe. Please. Where is it?
I cleaned it here.
Online, over the phone, or with your local agent.
You know,
Quit shining that in my face, please.
Since when? I thought you liked that. Patty likes it.
I don't eat enough carrots.
Well, if you like Bugs Bunny, I mean, have you ever seen a rabbit with glasses?
No, I've seen a rabbit get caught by a snake.
I bought Brian Boyd his first snake, and then he fed his snake that, like, I went back to his house like 4 years later. He's got a snake so fucking big he has to feed it full-grown rabbits. That's fucked up to watch. It is.
It is hella fucked up.
It is. It's sad.
That snake gets him.
When I bought him that corn snake, then you could only give him like
There's a little corn
pinkies,
snake.
little pinkies, which what they are is like frozen mice that don't have hair yet.
Yep, they like
And
them.
they're dead, so that they don't bite the snake in the neck,
It's nasty.
so the snake doesn't get an infection. And so when you get older, it don't matter. Those fucking snakes will fucking swallow that fucker. And you watch it going down the whole fucking thing.
Like a purr dog.
It's moving, it's moving, it's moving, it's trying to get out, and then all of a sudden it just stops. The snake's just like same expression the whole time. Such is life, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, my nigga.
I don't like snakes anymore. Not because of that, but because they smell weird.
Yeah, they stink.
Garter snakes, they bite you.
Yep,
Black-
in Monroe they did.
White striped ones we have in the grasses around
I
here.
didn't realize my dad was smoking meth.
Dad, I've never seen him smoke meth, but I saw Diana at his house. Audrey's mom.
At Gordon's?
At the apartment where you used to live with him when he said he was gone for 3 days. What was that place? It turned into a condo?
Oh, Tanager.
It's Tanager now, but it was something else before.
Yeah,
lived in
he got the model home.
apartments first.
That's where my dad's boss showed up, and I let her
Yeah,
in.
he said if you don't fucking quit, you're fired.
My dad was pissed.
And then who was it come to get him to take him to treatment? He wasn't.
Nancy.
And so
And Aaron.
He was with David Phelps with that fucking
Aaron
Ford
paid for it.
LTD. And loving Gary Sayers.
Well,
What
Gary
it
had
was,
dope.
Gary was using him for that money, but apparently they met Gary's dealers, and Gordon said when he was driving the LTD, the fuckers had their machine guns in the back seat.
Gary
They
sizes
didn't know
people
who
up.
Gordon was. So I mean, they're fucking assholes.
Gary's kind of a predator.
Gary is a very good guy. Your dad was stealing laptops from PSC. When your dad got out of treatment, Gary kept them for him, so he wouldn't lose his job.
My dad, why did you tell him, the boss, that you sold a laptop for crack, Dad? You fucking dumb.
No, he didn't. Gary, fucking, your dad was stealing.
He told PSC that he sold it for crack.
Well, I don't know, but Gary never did anything with it. And you know you could have, because you know those things are top of the line with PSE. And
Yeah, you can't get into it unless my
Gary
dad.
Gordon got out, which actually Gary went and got your dad clothes because he had like one pair of sweats. You know, he spent all his money on crack.
Hella crack.
He would put one rock in his pipe and smoke it, and then do push-ups, like trying to kill himself. Him and Gary had like a competition going for
That's what I did
who
when I
would
did.
die first or something. I don't know what was going on with that, but your dad seemed like he had quite the
He had it going on.
sickening, faggoty infatuation with Gary.
Well, yeah, Gary can do stuff he couldn't. He can talk to certain people like Trump.
He would give you money.
Who would?
Gave you money? Yes, he did.
Not in front of my dad. My dad would beat
No,
the fuck
of
out
course
of him.
not in front of your dad. Your dad didn't even know us. You didn't want nothing to do with Gary. He hated him. I said, you shouldn't hate him.
They were a
He's
good
really
team.
Nice guy. And then they finally talked, and next thing you know, I'm like, Gordon, do you know where Gary is? He's right here. Can I talk to him? Oh, we're busy right now. I'm like, put him on the fucking phone. I thought you were coming over here. Oh, me and Gordon got busy. I see how Gordon's eyes turn into little stars with hearts.
I think my dad still might go for Michelle.
Michelle's married. Michelle would never fuck your dad. Your dad's disgusting.
He did lose 30 pounds. He gained it right back.
I don't give a fuck. He's fucking gross.
And this person moved into this new place. I helped him move. And the next door labor brought down a 30-pound roast.
I heard you lost 30 pounds. I'd just like to give you this as a peace offering. I've been saying peace out, motherfuckers. Jesus, peace.
Because my dad used to get his massaged up in Capitol Hill.
Those fucking cops, neighbors called the cops on your dad's dogs barking, and then he put all his lights on his fence. So a squirrel, a bird, anything went by, the lights would come on in the neighbors' windows. And so then, of course, they called the cops when he did that, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's his keeping him safe alarm.
Jack Brown just entered my chat room.
But he didn't give a shit about Butch once he got that fucking piece of shit Rocky. All of a sudden, Butch is sleeping out on the fucking cold floor, and Butch is in bed. Or in Rocky's laying in bed with him.
Well, there's that ball my dad was laying on, and he got it out from under. My dad loved it.
He leaves his
And I was like,
iguana
what are you
on
doing?
my
What are you doing?
porch.
His nose is wet.
He leaves his iguana on my porch. He's gonna take Sabrina to the pound because she
You
wants
started
to
laughing.
have the kitchen counters. He got Butch. That dog was huge. I said, don't even think about bringing that dog and dropping it off at my house.
Yeah.
Butch was the best dog I've ever known. Even
My dad kept that dog.
Yeah, until he got Rocky, and all of a sudden Butch is out of the folding up bed where you can sit up and watch TV, whatever that fucking shitting thing was.
Butch was a good dog.
He was damn good. Sure, he hogged the bed. He was huge. You remember how he used to sit and watch TV? His little bed on the couch?
When the Rottweiler just fucking tear him apart, that was the hardest thing for me to watch too. I called my dad's boss, Joyce.
He put Butch right out.
Well, my dad was pissed.
Butch was always in bed with your dad, and then when he brings this little fucking piece of shit Rottweiler home, and all of a sudden Butch is laying on the cold floor before the kennels in the living room or the couch. What was wrong? This is Justin Bieber. Do you know who Billie Eilish is?
Yeah.
She fucking rocks. Have you heard this song?
You know who Sandra Bullock is?
Yes. Do you know, have you heard the song that she sings with him?
Mm-mm.
Oh, shit. That shit's gonna be in Guinness Book of World Records, I guarantee it. She looks like Jessie Locke. Do you know who Jessie Locke is?
I know Peter Locke.
Her old man, his name is fucking Chuck Berry, and he's a fucking super, super duper racist motherfucker. And Chuck Berry's black.
Yeah, he's black.
He's a, what do you call those? Aryan?
Yeah, Aryan Brotherhood.
Yeah, and he loves Jessie Locke. That was a friend of Ray Ray's.
Oh,
and
Young
I
Ray?
went to jail for 5 days, and I get into the elevator, and she's in there.
Who's she doing in there?
She was going to court too, and she is a very nice girl. But this dude is so fucking smitten with her. And anybody, even like pulls an eyelash off her face,
She's gonna get raped.
He'll kill you. That's how much he loves this girl. They've been together for like 15 years. And he's Aryan Brotherhood or whatever they call it.
Yeah, that's a prison white gang.
But his name is Chuck Berry.
No, if he's black, he's not an Aryan
No,
Brotherhood.
he's not black. His name is Chuck Berry, but that's what his parents named him. But he's very Aryan. And it's so funny, but if you read his posts and shit, he is so in love with her. And she's so much younger than him, but they've been together so many years. And it's sort of like a love story, kind of, to me, anyway. It's kind of sweet. But I really like Jessie Locke. She's really a nice person. And she's a great cleaner if you give her a hit. too. Scrub all the walls in your motel.
I don't give a fuck about that.
She was so fucking high. She's washing all the walls.
Yeah, she washed them good.
No, she did. With the towels. She went and got bleach, and she was soaking them in bleach, and then she scrubbed part of the wall, and then rinsed it in the bathtub, and the walls were smoke filled, yellow. And she's like, the whole time she was there, I was like, damn, you're the high as a house nigga. What do you think right now? And Ray's like, yeah, I know, right? No, she's a great gal. I didn't know they take your cigarettes and lighters and shit in jail. It's fucked up.
No, the people, they get the Bics in there. They double Bic right before they go in. They keister it. This guy in the holding tank, he pooped out 2 fucking lighters.
Those bitches in the jail when I was there, I didn't even know that they were doing heroin every day. How they get that in there, dude?
No, they had methadone in there.
Heroin.
They had weed in there. I think they had weed.
Heroin.
In jail.
Remember Mike Tila's old man over there when you went to the big boy jail for the first time, and Mikey
For 94 days?
was playing on the game or had the remote or something at the jail. What's up, Jesse? Remember?
Yep.
You were so scared, and Savannah wanted to give you a hug before you left. Or no, that was
Savannah wanted me to
you
backhand her.
went to jail with Taylor. Taylor called me up and said you're going to jail because you threw her iPhone against the wall at Wendy's.
No, at McDonald's in Madison. And there's a lot of things I did wrong, and I'm not going to talk about them anymore.
You started hitting your sister and Dusty after.
No,
you met
Emmett told me.
Taylor. You never hit girls before.
Emmett told me to.
Taylor had a terrible life.
No, she was
Still
suspended.
has a terrible life, and she ain't never gonna be right in the head.
She's
for
dominatrix.
that. But she's talking about God and stuff now, so hopefully she's being truthful. Dude, I'd be yelling at you like top of my fucking lungs, and she's laughing her ass off.
Well, that's some
Why?
funny shit.
No, it wasn't funny. Because that's how she copes with shit. And you were telling her in the end that you wanted to go jack off and watch porn and jack off.
She got the security guard involved and did that.
And then she was with Thaddeus. And then her and Thaddeus had sex in my motel when I was in there. Or
They're in
not
my tent.
motel, hospital. For 2.5 months when I was dying.
You can butt us naked in a tent.
And they came in over there and he
In my
said
tent.
he was going to hit her. And she has no self-fucking worth whatsoever.
I pulled the blanket out Thaddeus. He said he's going to beat my ass.
Thaddeus' dick is about 2 inches long. And he'd be like, trying to like rub you, and he's running. It's like, dude, okay, we're done. It's like, I can't walk for a week. That's how he does like foreplay or whatever.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. And then Sarah's like, that's my man. Don't ever think about even doing anything with him. I said, I already did. Now I can't walk for a week. And not because he's any good, because he sucks, but because he's a dumbass. And he's rubbing my clit so fucking hard. I had to fucking take his hand,
Ew.
smack him in the face to try to teach him a lesson. Who the fuck does that?
That was uncontrolled.
It was the hardest. I don't know what's wrong with him. Him and his mom were very close. I don't know if she's dead yet or not, but she had cancer. They used to get high together and all kinds of shit.
Grandma called the cops on me.
Thaddeus' mother.
Good thing I went to court that day. They got me in the bus stop.
Thaddeus' mother's in her treatment if she's not dead already from cancer. And so he ain't right in the head either. And you told me that who I love to death.
Damn, good thing I went to court that day.
With a baseball bat. Bertram.
They're going to search everything.
David Bertram. Who told you that he beat somebody up with a baseball bat? Because I can't find it anywhere.
No, he beat the fuck out of somebody with a baseball bat.
What they do, I wonder. But I can't find out any information about that. I want to write him. I don't believe it.
No, he got it deferred.
You know how many people fucking get put in prison that didn't do something? And you know
'Cause
how
that's why
kind
old ass judges shouldn't be old ass judges anymore. They shouldn't be judges.
No, his
Old ass people.
he hit right in the head. He was shot, and his mom's fucking weird too, like retarded. So who's gonna be his defense team? Captain Kangaroo?
Kangaroo song.
Saying, I think he's in prison for no reason. It might not even have been him. And if he did do it, he should have been pled
Kangaroo
insanity
song.
because he was shot in the head by his friends accidentally. I seen him tripping over curbs right before that happened.
Which curb?
Every curb when we were fucking like crossing the street,
Oh, Mr.
I had to hold his hand, dude. He wasn't be able to focus.
Poor
anymore.
Mr.
But David Bertram, I know he's the shit. Wade Roy, who is Judy and my Uncle Mikey's, it's actually Mikey's son,
I think I'm a
was
second
shot
reader.
and he's paralyzed from the neck down. Wade Roy,
Larry's actually impressed.
who knows him? Daddy knows him. He was running all kinds of fucking dope, plenty of it,
Plenty of dope. Like
and
ounces.
selling it to his daddy. And these Mexicans fucking shot him in the neck.
Yeah, but he got him. Now that nigga dead, he said.
They left the dope, plenty of it, in the car.
You heard what I said.
He's paralyzed from the neck down. And the cops.
I got Montana 300
cops
reading my
still
shit.
hate him, even though he's paralyzed.
I dissed him.
Why do you think that would be?
Montana 300.
If somebody gets shot in the neck and they're paralyzed, how could you possibly still hate them? Wouldn't you feel a little sorry for him? What
talk
the
shit about
fuck is
Montana.
that fucking fireman doing up here last night?
You got Farman. No, they wanted to see if I was gay.
I had a restraining order on him, remember? For 6 months, him and Hill. Because he kept harassing me. I went to the captain and I just showed him my journal. And I'm like, look, can I do this for the whole police department? But then I apologized to him one day because I thought I better fucking do something here before he retaliates. The fucking captain read it and he was pissed. And he said, it's not like court. We didn't go through court or anything.
Yeah.
But he told him, if you see Sherry, Miss Gilbert, as he called me, and she's not doing anything that, you know, you see as a crime or whatever. Yeah. In other words, leave her the fuck alone.
Queen Bee.
Unless you got her on video committing a crime.
This is her favorite song.
And if you don't, you're fired. So I got a 6-month restraining order from Hill and Farman.
Farman. No, that wasn't Farman.
This was last night. If it was.
There's a different guy that's Farman too.
Brody. That was Farman. He used to run around that piece of shit Hill. Whoever he's with last night was younger, and he never said a word.
He didn't have to.
He's a rookie. Farman's been on the force almost as much as Brown.
I don't think that's Farman.
I bet you $10 million that was Farman. I know who that fucker is.
Yeah, then you get that motherfucker.
No, I don't hate him. I don't know. I don't.
He's a little
I
iffy.
don't like Brody.
You just
Can't
fully trust him.
At the library in the middle of the night, and he smokes meth and everything.
Who, the cop does? No, Emmett said that the cop booty butts it.
If a cop's smoking meth, what else are they doing?
They're having sex with Peter.
I don't know.
This cop,
But
no,
Jeff Lamb used to, have a lot of expensive knives he would buy, and the cops would take him and never even turn him into the police.
damn it.
He'd take him home. I didn't say it happened. And that time under the bridge, right before Tara all of a sudden decided she was
Well, she took over my fucking tent, bro.
She also took my robe.
Oh, no, she's the one who went up there and put up the tent. I was like, who the fuck is that?
No, there was so much more to this. She had some sort of paperwork, and Vinny showed it to me, or Sean did. Like she was keeping notes for police. And all of a sudden, I told you, I don't know why, I guess it was a mother's intuition or whatever. I said, you better bury those fucking laptops. Because Tara was there and she saw what you were doing too. And you did, and the next night, there were 3 cops under that bridge. And me and Jeff were down there, Jeff Lamb, and Jeff drank almost a whole half gallon of vodka. He was so fucking drunk. And Vinny was up top with warrants.
Yeah, warrants.
So anyway, we're all of a sudden there's 3, not flashlights, spotlights. And I said, "Who is that?" "It doesn't matter. Where's your boy? Where's your boy?" That's what he said. "Where's your boy?" I said, "Who are you?" They're supposed to identify themselves.
Aquí se ven con nena,
That's why
aquí
I
na
know
control cayon.
because they're old school. Anyway,
Fernando.
they went up there and were checking your fucking spot, and you weren't there, and the laptops were in the sand underneath the tent.
Yeah, I know, because Daddy's trying to take him. I caught his ass.
Because I told you they were buried.
I said, "Pini, ¿por qué no consider mañana?"
Stay away from that area because
Catino.
there's a nigger running around with a
Yeah,
big
you're fucking
knife
racist, bro.
in his underwear. That's the latest I heard under that bridge.
You fucking racist.
A black man has his underwear.
You cannot say it. You can say black man.
I just did. I think you know leave my people alone.
I called you a little punk-ass bitch.
What's his name? Stefan.
Oh, Stefan Mañanas.
He works at the
Zapacatino.
McDonald's and shit, and his girlfriend's name is Morgan. Him and her were